is up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C. And if you are listening to the podcast, it was my main platform that I use for my podcast as speaker. Welcome to the Tasha C Show, and welcome back if you are, part of my YouTube fam and or podcast. And I thank you and appreciate in advance. And if you're not, whether if you're not even a part of, not listening now, but you're listening in future, thank you. I appreciate what it's been 1, 2, 5, 4, 20 of the shows that I've been doing. Get ready because, of course, it's going to be more bonus podcasts. And if y'all new here, the reason why I say bonus podcast, because, you listening / watching the lovely cover art for my podcast show, it's actually why I call it bonus podcast is because I had made a limited limited series, where it's basically it starts on my birthday which is past October the 8th, and the next year is supposed to end exactly. That's my goal to end exactly on my birthday next year. And what it is just basically a video per day. It doesn't have to be, you have to show your face on camera all the time. You can say hi, it's random, it's not restricted to, you have to talk about a certain topic, unless I want to talk about something. And just talking random, just say hi. It's about being consistent, like doing, a video already maybe a story time, it may just, just what I feel about certain topics is on the top of my head. And just to let y'all know, if y'all are new, and, I've been, of course, am back using my podcast app, which is through Speaker. It's lovely, it's convenient, but just to let y'all know, sometimes there may be notifications. Y'all may hear clicks due to the fact of me like on a website or notification, and just let y'all know I'm up in the living room, so y'all might possibly hear, because it's 1:44 a.m. And y'all know that if I'm up now, if y'all been listening for a while, I usually like to pre-record my podcast for the, following, into the day, next day, or whatever, because actually technically it's already the next day, but, still be considered Friday night, you know what I mean? So anyway, this is going to be for December 21st, Saturday, 2019. We got tomorrow's supposed to be the first day of winter. And interesting enough, it's not even going to be like cold for it to be winter. That's what I'm saying. You got to be careful. I got to go back to the health, there's a not like the health food store, but a place that sells like during equipment, because I had a couple refills in my breathing treatment machine to get some more extra ones. See, y'all hear that that clock? Because sometimes I come into the living room when I cannot go to sleep or to dinner or something like that. So after I do the show, let's go to bed. And y'all get used to this yawning. If y'all haven't heard this yet, I usually yawn even if I have plenty of sleep. I don't know why it does that. Maybe that's part of my trademark, but anyways, y'all. This is day 75, like I said, in my 365 video journey. And, again, yesterday, y'all, that's why I also, like I said, like pre-recording them as opposed to doing it where, it's closer to midnight. I mean, it ain't like say I'm getting paid or anything like that. I want to be, disqualified for something, but it's something a goal to help me be consistent with YouTube, just like learn, because one of the flaws I have is being consistent that I have. And, I just feel like this project is helping me learn to be consistent, because even though I haven't been consistent, y'all, with my reviews, I have been, being more comfortable about making, a podcast per day, making a video. Well, technically, it's making a video podcast at the same time because I'm uploading this onto YouTube. So, anyway, what I wanted to say first was, like I said, talking about, pre-recording. Now, last night, and if y'all watched it on YouTube, Tasha C TV, y'all, make sure you put TV at the end, because put just Tasha C looking for my channel, y'all, you're going to see Tasha Cobbs. I think that she's a gospel artist, and a lot of other Tasha C's. You're not going to see the pink braids, because let y'all know, if you know it's me, I got glasses on and pink braids. Box braids, okay? So, anyway, in my thumbnail profile pic. But what I meant to say is that I actually, y'all, tried twice, because the only reason why I'm repeating this information is just in case some people may not watch the podcast, the day before yesterday's, And on top of that, it might be the first time. So I've been having a couple times, way more, a couple times, at least 7 or 8 times this has happened to me, where there's an error where I have to start over my podcast. Like, I think it was last week before last, it was twice where I recorded and it said some error. So I had to redo the podcast again. And I had to do it again. It was just like they were saying some unknown error. And then what happened last night, y'all, I attempted, and it was like first one something in the morning, like went about 30 minutes, and accidentally I clicked on a YouTube video. I was actually trying to stop it, and unfortunately it knocked me off, and then it ended. It just basically cuts off, and it's like, okay, that's in your podcast. Because when I had those errors, y'all, first it made what I recorded disappeared, and it came back like a day or something, and like I said, it's no good to me, because the fact is, since you can't like merge like 2 podcasts together, add them together to make a podcast, pretty much it just cut, basically just like cut off, the podcast, and I didn't get a chance to end it basically. So it was the same what happened again. So when I went to Starcasm, which I go to a lot of things, but I forgot that they have an automatic advertisement, plays like, an ad video or something like that. So guess what happened? The second time I went around talking about 20 minutes, okay, because that's the best y'all getting with the price of right, when you don't win, and you lose the game. That's pretty much what happened to me. So I have finally, surprisingly 2 times in a row, I went ahead and force featured my tan bonnet again, and I went ahead and just said forget it. I decided to go in the back room, in the den, and use the webcam on the computer for the first time, because I haven't had a webcam long time. I usually used to use the camera that I had for 3 years that I was blessed with to get help with and then I've been using the webcam on my laptop, and then I eventually purchased until I get even a better webcam, because that's not the crisp and clearest, but it works what it's supposed to do. So it's my first time using the computer, and my second time using StreamYard, which I do like that service, as far as like going on live, which you can only actually, I think, use it just on a desktop or laptop. You can't like use it for like no tablets or phone or like that. They don't have an app. So anyways, I actually talked during there exactly about a whole hour. And that's my first time talking live. I mean, even though, y'all, I talk, and sometimes a lot of my reviews, and that one video when I talked about my illness, it was about an hour. But usually my videos be like 30 to 40 some minutes in most cases anyway. Sometimes, I talk less than that. Sometimes. So it was my first time doing a live that long. Usually I give 20 minutes, but I was just going ahead and just talking for 50 minutes. So if y'all want to see my lovely face and my lovely bonnet, that's why, if y'all are, for the people who may be listening day per day and really are really participating in listening to all my podcasts / YouTube videos, if y'all were looking like, okay, if she, I'm used to her making podcasts, why she didn't make one a day? That day is usually because I made a video straight for YouTube. But it's my first time. I think it's my first time since I've been doing this program, this YouTube series rather, that I did it, on the same week. It has showed my face twice. So, like I said, the first time, I was asking for prayers, giving an update because my sister was some surgery, and I just, gave an update, thanking everybody. Like I said, not everybody who watched my YouTube videos are going to watch the podcast, and vice versa. I mean, there's some people who do both, and like I said, I appreciate it, and I appreciate in advance, hugs and loves, everybody. But yeah, I think also Hanukkah starts Sunday too, so happy Hanukkah to everybody that who had the religion who is Jewish, okay? Because, you don't know everybody who's watching you and stuff. And, like I said, winter's about to come Sunday. Yeah, okay. Then Christmas, then you got New Year's, then you got your Kwanzaa, then you got Christmas, then you start Kwanzaa, I think, the day afterwards. Okay, then, get ready for New Year's Eve, New Year, New You. But anyway, like I said, I know I keep saying it over and over again, but I'm going to avoid talking about reviews. I just talked about the topics I originally was going to talk about the podcast, which is about A$AP Rocky and his tape. And Solo Lucci, which I found on Starcasm, like the possibility that he has a tape, but it looks like it's staged, like he signed a deal probably with Vivid or one of those other companies that to work with. Okay, that's what it was like. It looked like it was. You can't say it's staged. It looked like it's purposely done, and it's not for a private, like private use. Like it's meant like, you got a crew. She gonna come in, we're gonna put some baby oil, you're gonna be matched with them, you're gonna be in this position, we gotta get you this angle cut, you gotta get this angle cut, whatever did in the money shot, that type of stuff, okay? So we shall see. Anyways, it wasn't that much to talk about today. Yeah, like I said, besides me going on live earlier to go ahead and shout out again to Jay's Jules. I forgot that they mentioned like Tiki44. Check out her channel. Growing with Nikki Gaga. I hope I'm saying her name right. I do not want to sit here. She has videos, and she also sometimes talks, like empty hall. She talks about, like just like words of wisdom, inspirational word. Check out her stuff. Okay. Anyway. Besides that, what is the things I want to talk about? Just real quick, Charmaine from Black Ink Crew Chicago, and also one of the owners or co-owners of the Second City Ink Shop. I still haven't watched the Black Chicago yet this season. I just am watching reviews, even though I say, okay, let me move along. But anyways, I started following Charmaine not too long ago, and she had a gender reveal party when it was, half blue, half pink dress. And, they show on the screen, and she's having a girl. And it's bittersweet because she said her mama's name and move on because they were crying, her and her husband, Neek. And, the thing is, it is a bittersweet moment because, if y'all don't know, about Charmaine or, stop watching the Black Ink Chicago show, whatever, sadly, her mother has passed away not too long ago. And, and then a couple weeks later, we found out that Charmaine's expecting, and her husband expecting Bundle Joy. And so, since it's a girl, I guess she's going to name the baby after her mom, because she said your name lives on and stuff, and the caption, so that's beautiful. God bless them. And they're safe and healthy security and a bouncing baby girl, so congrats to them. So, y'all, I just had to talk about this Instagram, because, a lot of times I get my information, I talk about things on Instagram or YouTube or like Starcasm or other places. Sometimes I might throw a story time here and there or what happened currently. I wanted to talk about real quick, but it's hilarious. It's just like, one of those things like kids say and do the dirtiest things. And in this case, I'm going to talk about Carly B's and Offset's daughter. This is hilarious. This shows like people underestimated kids and babies have so much personality. Little kids have big kids have personality. But I just seen before I came on here, Carly B's, during the thread, link. Her daughter, got into some this, that baby, actually the diaper rash ointment, right? And she decided to paint her face, doing what babies do to get sometimes into stuff. And cause she's like one, I know she's one in some months now, because I think she's a summer baby, ain't she? Anyways, I think her grandma's one time, I'm going to tell your mom. And because she was like, she had that look on her face. And I could have sworn, y'all. Now, some people are debating what she said. I could have sworn the baby said, God got me, okay? I was on the floor, figuratively, not for real, but I just had bust out laughing. And then some people are saying they think she said, Dad got me. But either way, she's like this, like, okay, you can tell Mom, but Dad's gonna have my back. Or she's like, you can tell my mom and my heavenly Dad's gonna have my back. Then she goes over and walks to, probably, one of them aluminum, balloons, whatever. And she's like this, ooh, balloon. Y'all, that just tickled me. Oh, like I said, kids do dirtiest things. Because Carpy was saying the caption, like, how she just be getting away with stuff in certain places, taking advantage of. I'm paraphrasing, but that's hilarious, But anyway, I'm not going to report a sad story. It's good in a way, because at least we're starting people, getting caught. But speaking of, like, we're talking about Jesse Subway's protege and all this stuff, whatever. There was a notification today that, just general Fox News. Okay, I'm about to go to it. Okay, it's just pictures and they like one of their video stories, in Detroit, right? Now, Warren, Michigan is kind of like, it's like Metro Detroit, you would say outside suburb Detroit, and like, I don't know about, I could say like estimate like 30 minutes away or something like that, So, they had 46 arrested and warned as a part of multi-phase human trafficking string. And they're like, half of this, okay, let me tell you this, like, y'all. You know how sometimes there's some people who will talk about watch out, for certain things and watch out for men, blah, blah, blah. You got to be careful because guess what? There are women, there are girls, just like there are grown boys, I like to call it, and sometimes boys who can be predatorial. I don't know if predatory is the word, but they can be predators or pedophiles, and they can hurt people. I'll just leave it as that. I don't, and you have to be careful, period. And because the reason I'm saying this, y'all, I'm not going to read the whole story, but let me tell you this. And even they're showing a picture of some of the people. One of the person's place is black out. I don't know why. I don't know because they're underage, but this is sick because there's, it's just sick. Period. Okay. That looked like white girl. That's an age guy. I think, because it's kind of like, I don't know if they have a zoom in feature. But I just want to, like I said, you got to be careful anyway. But I just want to say this. 25 women and 21 men. Let me repeat that again. 25 women and 21 men were arrested after a sting by members of the Department of Special Investigating Unit. And okay, phase one, they had 35 arrests back in May. Okay, this is part 2 multi-phase investigation. Okay, so Mayor Forrest, I guess that's the mayor of Warren, says he often gets calls from residents around the holidays complaining about hotels in Warren. He says residents complain that the families who are staying in town often witness prostitution or approached during their stay. Okay, Warren's police say they had relationships with various hotels and they were forthcoming and helpful in the latest of the corporations. This 3-day operation resulted in 31 felonies, 72 charges spread across 46 suspects. Charges range from human trafficking, prostitution, pandering, and drug charges. Okay, no, DeRay says no sex trafficking. I don't know who that person is. Like I said, I didn't read the whole article. Sex trafficking victims haven't been identified yet at the latest suite. Okay, in May, but they say in May though, 3 victims rest can be getting help. And I just wanted to point that out real quick, y'all, how, like I said, the predators, like I said, it was more women that were females. I'm going to say females in this cases. Them raggedy ass bitch. Oh, excuse me. I don't care. Because that is disturbing, disgusting. But like I said, it's sad. But like I said, some females, because I think that's a totally different woman. I'm going to be nice because I can say bitch, all just saying whole day. There are grimy people, period, and it has nothing to do with their gender. Or non-gender sometimes, because, there are non-binary people too. I never heard about, honestly, non-binary person like doing this, but you know what I mean? It's in terms of like, it's not just the men you have to look for. There are grimy ass women who are doing this shit as well. Okay. That's the little part. That's why I read that. Not only because it was thank God the human trafficking sweep in this, this decreases. Okay. As far as this horrific thing being done. But on top of that, I wish of course altogether would be done. But on top of all that, you have damn near the same amount, a few more women that were caught and doing this stuff as well. So, I don't want to make this all sad, whatever, but I just felt it was important to talk about that and just bring awareness about, like I said, I still haven't listened to the podcast, like I said, with Jayla, the self-esteem queen, because that was one of her main focuses, was helping, victims to become survivors out of the human trafficking, it's like trafficking, helping, also there's owner donating, trafficking as well, but, able to help people. So that's what my goal. I don't know about what you're going to do, but I do want to listen to that podcast. that she was featured on as a guest and talking with, I'm not going to say just only Elizabeth Ford, I'm just going to say with the host. And the reason why that is because I don't know the name of the other one or two ladies that work with her, so I don't want to just sit here just like Mr. Ford. And it's not only Mr. Ford, the host of this show called, I'm Here for the Food podcast, okay? So, but I feel like it's very important. Also, the movie, if y'all can see that movie called, I haven't seen yet neither, it's something about Beneath the Skin or something like that, I gotta actually look that up again, y'all, and hopefully I'll remember to bring that up. So, besides that, this is the last Saturday before Christmas comes, because Wednesday is Christmas, whatever. Are y'all excited? Did y'all get y'all gifts? Are y'all getting anything? But anyway, I also wanted to say this. Amanda Seales, you've been hearing like she's a poet. She's been, Insecure. She kind of speaks her mind. She used to, she kind of replaced it, when the Floricists, when the Floricists left Poetry and they broke up the group Poetry with Marsha, and I forget the name of the Floricists, that's why I keep calling her Floricists. And, when they broke up, Amanda Seales was on there with the tour from Marsha, and that faded out. But I mean, I've been hearing about it for a while. But it's rumors that, now, I thought, y'all, a couple years ago, I could have sworn, and I could be wrong, that I could have sworn like 9/11, they were saying like the real, after Tamar left, allegedly, that they were not going, they were just cool with just keeping 4 women on the panel. Just keeping 4, that's it. Okay. So now there's been rumors, allegedly, on several of, like the Instagram, channels or Instagram accounts, that Amanda Seales might possibly become the 5th member. And I didn't know they were doing auditions or getting more people in it. I don't recall, like I said, I don't watch real like that. I don't watch, I used to watch, the shows I used to watch more, I ain't gonna lie. I used to watch more like sometimes a dab. They, remember back in the late 80s and early 90s when you had all these different talk shows. And, like the Review, and you got the Talk, and you got the Real, and I'm surprised they ain't got, the One, the All, the Everything. I mean, those are probably next too. I'm just saying. But anyway, where they have like multiple people that are on a talk show talking to the subject, and sometimes have guests and everything else. But y'all, remember when the talk shows, now, remember when Jerry Springer was a hot ass mess. But we watched it. It was a show that was kind of like trying to be like Jerry Springer and talk about different stuff, but they didn't last not even whole season. It was, I think it was called the Richard Bay Show. Jenny Jones, which used to be watched too, and y'all, I actually watched the episode because they used to show reruns last night. Like at nighttime, not last night, but and then all of a sudden it was just like, thank you for all these years. I won't be coming back. The last show, and that was it. It wasn't even like she had like an announcement or anything where she had a finale, nothing like that. But that was when the controversy, because, when the crush, I ain't about to go in on that, but, look up the Jenny Jones controversy and Google it, okay? It was kind of messed up how some of it had ended. But anyway, besides the controversy and hot ass mess Jason Spring on. Remember Sally used to have it, I think her name was Sally Raphael, not Jerome Holt. What was that dude that when he had like, it was like the KKKs on there and they got fight with somebody, his nose got broken and shit, the bit of it, whatever, because they swing a chair and he got him in, whoop. I mean, he was the host of the show, Geraldo, whatever his name was. Oh my gosh. But Sally sometimes used to have the show. See, Montel Williams used to have a show too, and this show at first couple of years, but was very entertaining and stuff. Of course, Arsenio Hall, even though I was too young to know what's going on, I knew with TLC, got Rest Left Eye, and Ice-T, and he had this, but I didn't understand, because I didn't think I seen the episode when Vanilla Ice was on there, and I really didn't watch it, but then they showed a clip, like, I think I seen, like, last year, y'all, and he was basically, like, calling out Ben Lice, like, you trying to claim, like, your hood and stuff like that, you want some BS or whatever, basically, our City Hall. Our City Hall was fun, but I didn't know, like, even it was another clip of him, he was checking some people in the audience, talking smack, like, why you don't have these group of people, and blah, 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 whatever, and, he, like, what the heck you talking about, that to blink out some of the stuff he said, but I mean, that was all the talk shows they used to have. Even, God rest his soul, because I don't know which member had passed away. I don't know the names. But Milli Vanilli. And the controversy around him, like, I think he was the one who had him on his show when they, came and, once they got caught up. And he was like, y'all can actually sing anyway. They sing their own selves. But, they were on that show as well. So I'm just saying it's like, I know our, Steve Hardy, has like his own show. I think I only watched it once. I forgot it was a couple other people, but, Kelly, what is her name, Kelly? I mean, I know they still have talk shows, but I'm just remembering, like, the talk shows that came out of late 80s and 90s. They were, lit. They were a hot-ass mess. And a lot of them, have faith. Jerry Springer was still stretching on. It's Jerry Springer. Now, you got Maury now. Now, Maury came out, is it like the mid-2000s or whatever? And he's still stretching out to this day. Because I remember, he sometimes also used to have, I don't know if he still has them, but it was times where I think, or what was the Steve Wilkes show, whatever, after Jerry Springer, and I think maybe the Maury, whatever, trying to, I don't know, like, help teenagers that were, wild and need help and stuff like that. And other than that, it's like, the change of the talk shows. And of course, Ricky Lake. Ricky Lake was, was a lit ass show as well too. Talk show too. But, I think about it now, it's like, yeah, they still have talk shows like Sister Stoke stuff, but I'm just starting, those are the ones I'm talking about. Yeah, they still have a couple shows where they have a single host. But, like, even the Sister Circle, it's multiple, people on there. So, what I'm saying is I'm noticing an, increase that more the talk shows that are current now, you get, like, you have more of these talk shows where you have multiple opinions, multiple people on there that is a host. They still have ones that have hosts, but like I said, back away, most of them that I just mentioned, that were popular and were on and you watch, they had only one host. And then now you have a lot of these hoes, these shows. What I'll say, hoes? Oh, forgive me, y'all. I'm not trying to call nobody a hoe. I mean to say that there's a lot of shows. Like I said, it's 2:09 a.m. in the morning. So, but I meant to say there's a lot of shows now that I noticed that, like I said, I mentioned now, first, from the past, as opposed to now, that have multiple hosts. It's like, not to say there's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, I think it's still good, do you have multiple people's opinion, even though, like I said, if you at least want one person to shut up, but, I digress. But what I'm saying is, it's like there's more shows that have changed, and they seem like the format, of the shows, as opposed to back in the day. And also this too, y'all, it's like, I've been stopped seeing, but like, are there any more damn soap operas that come on? Like, I'm excluding my entire pills to Ovo, because that's like a soap opera. And so was like, I think the Haves and Have-Nots, which is coming back next month as well, even though they just seem like, I don't know if it just got written off in Love You Is Wrong, even though that was a hot ass mess, it still was going on, and now, I don't know if it got picked up for another season or not. But like I said, even the former soap operas, ain't no damn soap operas barely left. Remember, it was General Hospital, One Life to Live, As the World Turns, all this stuff. Guiding Light. And the reason why I know all these damn names, because I have, before I went to school as kindergarten, I have at least seen that stuff. And then when I got older, I think, what was the one that came on Channel 4? One Life to, okay, y'all, sorry, that was not a notification. But yeah, y'all, that's changed too. Like, they damn near have got rid of all these Then they get rid of all these soap operas. Okay, y'all, not say, you have to be a soap opera fan, a fan to know this, or, a watcher. But it just seemed like they're kind of, aren't they getting rid of, they cancel them, damn, they get rid of it. What was that short-lived soap opera, Passions, where they had, like, the fantasy, where they had the baby that was, it was a hot-ass mess. But I seen one, like half of episode, a couple of the episodes, Passions. So I don't too much know what that's about, whatever. And remember, y'all, when, like, Hill Street Blues came out and stuff, in the heat of the night, well, they still play the damn reruns of the heat in the night to this day, okay? But shows like that, so, like I said, it's just a change, the difference of talk shows then and now, okay? Maybe that's what I'll put in the title. But, other than that, do I have anything else that I want to talk about that's on the top of my head? Gotta think about, talk about talk shows then and now. Did y'all see Cats? And y'all plan on seeing Cats? Basically what I heard so far, when I watched Pay the Way Sharonda, that's her name, go check out her channel. She did a review of Cats, and she's just like, basically, it wasn't really like a review, like, go watch and see that movie, okay? Like I said, they scared the hell out of me. It's like, they look like furries. And if y'all look up what that term furries means, like I said, I didn't know what the hell that was until about 7 or 8 years ago, somebody was talking about, like, I don't know how the conversation got, because it was like, some of these classes they offer at the university I used to go at, like, it'd be like 2-day classes, and you have assignment turning in for like a month and a half or something like that. And when I mean 2-day classes, I mean it was just only 2 days. Not no, like, you went 2 days a week or nothing like that. It was 2 days, okay? I don't know if it was for only just addiction study classes, but that's what it was, for addiction study classes. And they still, give you a grade, not, they give you some work. Sometimes they give you tests or whatever in the course. But it's like open notebook, nothing like that. And maybe some worksheets to do and a paper to write about. That's it. Okay, so, somebody was talking about, I think they were talking about referring to 100 Ways to Die and how they got mistaken. They thought the bear ended up mauling them because they thought it was a bear, and the furries, and talking about how people, they dress up like animals, mascot stuff, and they, get such roused and whatever, and like do their thing in, like a mascot outfit, dress up like animals, something like that. So that's what the heck they look like, the cat characters. I'm not looking forward to seeing that crazy stuff. I'm like, I just rather see if Cats is still a performer or finds a way to buy or stream, buy the stream and watch Cats. Because I've been seeing that damn commercial since I was a kid. Cats. It didn't scare me enough then just to treat me like, okay, what is Cats about? But I never had seen the film, okay? Now I remember seeing, what was that movie, y'all? I just recently said, I ain't gonna lie, somebody, I researched in Google, I finally seen Rent. It was, a good, it was a sad, bittersweet thing, but I was like, okay, I finally seen Rent. Okay, that's off my list. Scratch that off, okay? I've been seeing West Side Story, and the reason why I seen that is because I seen that during high school. It was like a field trip or stuff like that. So I seen West Side Story, in real life. Not, we weren't like close. We were sitting in the bleacher section. I also had seen the Harlem Nutcracker. It was bittersweet. It was kind of sad to me, whatever. All the reason why I seen that, y'all, is because when I was taking dance class, at the first university I went at, you were supposed to go to some musical bit. It was a dance club, you're dancing, y'all. I have 2 left feet. That was totally different. Maybe because I was, the dance class was all black people and black teaching compared to when I went to dance to do 2 years in a row. And, it was, like, where's Walter, where's the blacks? It was only me and always just one other person 2 years that I went that was black. Everybody else was Caucasian. I'm just keeping it real. Not to say you can't have rhythm just because you're white, but it sucked pretty much. So anyway, I went there, but I ended up like not writing. I was just like, I was so done over it. But I did see it, and that was why. Paid for the tickets and everything. Took my mom, my sister-in-law, and my niece to go see this play. Okay. And it was sad to me. I mean, I'm glad I did see it, but it was sad, the Harlem Nutcracker. But don't see, but like I said, if you're going to give you coins first, go see, they do have in y'all area, and y'all love musical and plays, Go see the Harlem Nutcracker or try to see if they can stream that something, the Harlem Nutcracker. Okay. But yeah, y'all. Other than that, though, I don't want to see cats in that form. I mean, it might be funny, say, if I had like some edibles or something and watch that show, or maybe have a drink or two. No, two, because I mean, unless the drink is strong as heck, or has so much proof of alcohol, I don't usually get like tipsy off of one damn drink. Okay, so anyways, but like I said, what else? What else of the movie? Black said, besides cats. Somebody, I don't want to talk bad because I don't know Star Wars people won't listen to me or nothing like that. But I did see, like the movies that are coming out, how they always sometimes premiere, like even movies exactly on or before Christmas and stuff like that. So they were talking about the Star Wars movie, the recent one that came out. Because, like I said, I was backing it in. And, the TV was playing with commercials, and the news was talking about criticizing, there was like, student critics was talking about the film, we gonna say that it was bittersweet, but, we gonna say it's a no. Okay, I was like, ooh, okay. But I've been hearing that about some of the Star Wars films, whatever. They were like, they have not, even with all the special effects and everything extra going on, and all this other stuff, they have not been as popular or liked. But people still, they show like all these people there on a Thursday night, middle evening. People were crowded like, it's the weekend or something, this premiere of a new film that's coming out. That's how many people were there. They were shown like in one movie theater, like again, another Metro Detroit area in Royal Oak. Y'all, it was so many people there. I'm surprised I didn't see nobody dressed up as Star Wars characters there, but maybe I forgot that term where people be going, to places and they dress up usually as cosmic characters and stuff, or like such things as Star Wars, stuff like that. I forgot. So anyway, but people will still to see the film, okay? So I don't know what other people's opinions are about it, but like I said, that Star Wars is still getting folks, okay? Getting people to watch it. And people been saying about that new show, that's on Disney Trust, their streaming channel services. People, besides the damn Gift Yoda, I don't know if it's a good show or not. I just know they're making a bunch of darn memes off of the baby Yoda and stuff that I was talking about. So that's a prequel, but, I don't know if that's a good show or not. Let's see. I think that's it, y'all. I'm just gonna get off of here. I only got 7-something minutes and stuff anyway. So like I said, I think we'll go ahead and go to bed. And I'll have a show for another 9 times 10 another podcast. You probably won't see my face after Christmas. May not see it until next year. Okay, y'all may just get a podcast here and there. Okay. So anyways, y'all, I'm just going to get off of here, and enjoy the rest, get some sleep, and I'll be talking to y'all very soon. Hugs and loves, God bless, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care.